shit. I've been wanting to talk about this, but my spirit team has been saying stay mum about it. Say anything. I'm praying that nothing really negative comes of this. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say for the record. And Bobby Hemmett said it in the video years ago. It's just seeing all the shit that's going on, man. It pisses me the fuck off with what's going on and what's happening. My little road spirits gave up on life and say, we done. There's no point. And it just seems, you know, going back to August 22nd, 2022, and then May the 1st, 2024, I remember getting soul swab, getting taken out of my body. Dying on May the 1st, 2024, and you know, just things have been mad motherfucking weird. You know, I've been hearing about them people enjoying their lives and me living in a realm full of fucking entity attachments, not full-on people. In a realm that's kind of like a bubble universe, perpendicular with the living. Where I left on August 22nd, 2022, I could kick myself in the ass because if I did things different, I wouldn't be in this situation. I hope no shade and fraud happens. I have a child spirit guide that helps me, who represents He-Kate. They've been taking my fucking consciousness in the spirit plane, dividing it up into Zendaya, and at one point Zendaya Coleman. I want to drop the docs of her soul consciousness, mad motherfucking bad. Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman, I believe her name is in that original timeline. She took a lot of my shit in the middle of the night, and from what I understand, she getting protection from the original Santa Muerte. You know, when you're dealing with different entity attachments, different so-called gods, I believe like Ezekiel in my old timeline, they reference John here, the true God is really us. You know, the kingdom of God is within. It's terrible, the trajectory my life is taking, and the intentions, some very malevolent motherfuckers who, for no fucking justifiable reason, got malicious intent towards me. You know, I've been saying for a hot minute, the Illuminati is involved. I've seen them in my timelines. They killed off my brother, Prince Andrew. His real name is Prince Andrew Mountbatten. You can find out his soul consciousness name. You can actually find out all their soul consciousnesses, all their shit. Use 694 hertz, 695 hertz to see. Because all this, I'm here. It's dejecting. And I've been trying to fucking, from what I understand, there ain't no real people in this timeline because of what's coming. It's that 3AI Atlas thing. I've been trying to handle that shit alone, and I've been speaking in code. I haven't been coming out straight, and I feel the need. It's just, I can kick myself in the ass for all the missteps I took. I'm hearing about all of my enemies, like how I got whipped at that artist loft when I got drunk. All of them came up on me, off of me, in that August 22nd, 2022 timeline. It's just, I don't have much faith in the God. There's no fucking justice from what I'm seeing. I learned about Demiurge and all these aliens and shit, and the hierarchy of it all is just, it's some evil ass shit that we surrounded by and under. There's no fucking justice in this world. You know, the only justice that you can find is within, and surround yourself with good people. There's another, starts with an S, and I mentioned on my blog, but soul consciousness. But yeah, Prince Andrew Mountbatten, Windsor. That's their full name. They ain't just Windsor, not no Prince Andrew or Prince Andrew of York and all that bullshit. That's an evil motherfucker, and I've been trying to take his ass out in the spirit plane for a while. You can use 1248 hertz to defeat the Illuminati, but I don't think that's good enough. This is just what I'm about to tell y'all about that 3-eye atlas thing. Is fucking depressing. It's mad depressing. And I'm hearing that if I put 3-eye atlas, they gonna fucking block it in the spirit plane or something, as well as in the physical from people seeing it and kiss my ass. I don't like being controlled. I like speaking my truth, but it's just, it's a hard pill to swallow. That I can, and I'm gonna say this. I wish I would have took this shit seriously before it got to this crescendo. I'm looking at my dad stuck in Roach Realm, Hell Realms. And this relates to that 3-eye atlas thing. This is the thing that kills me the fucking most. You know, I remember having an image of my dad stuck. And we're good people, man. We're righteous people. That shouldn't have been the trajectory of any of our lives. We ain't fucking rapists and murderers and none of that. You know, it's just, we at the fucking behest and the merciless ass fucking people. People who want to cover your shit and use it for fucking evil ass fucking reasons. Like the Rothschilds, look up their soul consciousness. Mary Ann Shirley Rothschild. They go by their Rothschilds. They used to be farmers and shit. I'm going all out on motherfuckers because I'm tired of it. Tried to help me out and the shit got so bad I don't even want to talk about it. But anyways, with that being said, I remember when I was 8 years old having a vision very, very quickly of my house covered in roaches. And I'm thinking I saw something last week. The motherfuckers after August 22nd, 2022, after they got it, they threw me in the roach realm from what I understand and just totally forgotten having living lives of O'Reilly. And that shit kills me. That kills me more than anything. And I'm trying to figure out, I already figured out what the fuck is going on, and I wish I would have made the fucking moves I made back then. I'm going to do a blog and post on my blog. This is, you know, I feel very sensitive. I'm a Hioka. Means empath. I feel like this is a dying timeline. It's just, you know, I keep hearing from the road spirits and all that, you stuck in Groundhog Day. I don't see any innovation. I'm hearing that them people are in 2028 where they got flying cars and shit, and I'm about to be fucking real roach food. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop some docs in a couple of minutes. Saw a reflection of myself in the mirror. Alright. I've been saying for months that the Illuminati is in my timelines. They took out my brother. Anytime you get soul swapped, I heard that the Egyptians don't like it, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with them. They supposed to have jurisdiction over the Illuminati. And Hecate's supposed to be different. I'm supposed to be the incarnation of Hecate, and that keeps getting stolen. I saw that weird shit. I saw something move too, man. It's depressing. Some little babies that try to help me and everything else. That was dejecting to hear my babies just give up on life like that and say, there's no point. You know, when you get soul swapped, it's a hard reality. You know, it's one thing to get up after you get into a fight or something. I've been through numerous ones and just keep on fighting. But when you hear something like that where you get thrown out of your body, man, that's a fantastic fucking reality to fucking deal with, to come to terms with. Yeah, that's not easy to deal with. It's a hard pill to swallow. And I've been living in denial. I'm not gonna lie, and it's hard. You know, I hear about them people being in the roach room. I'm hearing about my parents. I had a higher self of mine reappear the other night and say, it was on your soul consciousness. LAPD was raping them and shit and abusing them because they knew none of y'all were in your bodies, and that fucks with my ego to know I got the powers, but I didn't save my fucking parents, and I should have took this shit seriously, and I should have. Right after that period, kept trying to jump in my body. My old past life self brought the Hecate, Swedish version of myself. Each past life, she would have done that. And I just went into fucking denial because, and I was shown by various spirits. I had Satan try to help me out in everything. I can't, and they destroyed him. They got him in Cassandra Nunez's consciousness or something, and Illuminati tried to take him over. That's a hard pill to fucking swallow, and I just wish I would have taken shit more fucking seriously, because it's just gotten to this motherfucking point. It's my boy, man, no matter what. Everything I learned about the spirit plane is fucking depressing. The Illuminati got my Baphomet. That's the main thing I got to get, man. You can use 295 hertz, 295 hertz combined with 695 hertz, 3002 hertz. 3,000 hertz, combine it with, as many zeros as possible, all around it, above, below, as above, so below, get your shit back. I've been trying to do that, man. I don't do drugs. My eyes look a certain way for a reason. I'm being fucked up and eaten from within, and I've just been casted for fucking extreme energy harvesting, and I wish I would have done things differently. But I'm still alive. I'm still here. That's what I wanted to talk about. 3i Atlas thing. I keep getting pulled in. My consciousness and everything. I saw that the other day. My spirit guides was showing me. Anyways, from what I understand, the Illuminati, I saw something to look like a spirit. I saw my spirit guide coming here possessed by a fucking roach spirit, but it wasn't roach spirit. It wasn't mine. By roaches, like from the fifth dimension, physical. That's that Atlas thing, and that my higher self got taken over by him. That bothered the fuck out of me. What frequency I wanted to come up with, but I don't remember. With that being said, I just hope that nothing bad happens. Because I've been trying to keep quiet. I've been told to keep quiet for the past couple of months. I've been hearing that the Illuminati, there's a lot that's been going on with that, has been trying to energy harvest me, steal my child consciousness and all of that, spiritual powers, birthright to be Hecate, bunch of other things. Birthday at one point. I'm going to say this. Everything you learn in the Bible is not true. You know, and I used to preach this on my blog. The beast, the Antichrist are actually motherfuckers with the antithesis. They go against society. Think about your Marilyn Mansons. You know, true Satanists. We ain't talking about Luciferians. Those are the motherfuckers that murder people like the Rosicrucians. I learned during this curse. They just go against the grain, but they're real, you know, just solid, straight shooting people like me, like I've always been. I don't, and that's the shame of it. You know, I'm a good fucking person. I always, you know, if things were different, I was shown, I'd be giving people money left and right and everything and making sure other fucking people are rich. Money ain't shit to me. And, you know, I learned in the spirit plane what money is, with how the Illuminati get money. It's something about their consciousness and offering a piece of their consciousness. And I believe the Rothschilds started off as farmers in exchange for money. Interstellar money, and they only get like I think 500 in the Windsors, the Mountbattens, they call them $12. They give what's his name, Prince Andrew, $12 to go and spend on sex workers. That's why a lot of them ain't got, you know, that's why they invented usury for the rest of us, you know, so that we can have a financial unit to operate on. I'm praying that, you know, saying goodbyes and shit, that nothing bad happens. My connection to God through my father is all fucked up because, you know, this is what I wanted to say. For a long time, they've been keeping my father stuck in hell realms. And it's because, from what I understand of who I am and to cover my powers, I saw on the spirit plane, they made, and they're going to try to use trickery. So use 694, 695 hertz, see your third eye and all of that. They took Zendaya, from what I understand, I think in 2019. All right, I've been talking about my parents being sliced and diced. It's terrible. They've been cutting up my fucking mother. It's on one timeline. My dad stuck in the roach realm, where he became a roach. He just gave up on being helped. You can use 125 hertz free people from hell realms, as well as 3517 hertz. 117 hertz combined with 800 hertz, which helps to revive physical bodies, can also be used for that frequency as well. Add as many zeros around, all around, side by side, as much as possible. I just saw something. But it's depressing. With that being said, there's a connection to him and ICE. It's supposed to be related to us, and it's some depressing shit what I heard about them. I don't know if it's true, this Atlas shit. I've been trying to use Palo Mayombe, which I learned in jail. I should have done things differently back in August. Right when I got out of jail, I fucked up. I fucked up. I ain't gonna go into detail. But I was using Palo Mayombe, which is energy work, to try to free them today. It's hard to deal with that. I know it's real. I know something happened. I'm only seeing through the eyes of when I got into the road realm. I'm not seeing in the physical. I was shown the girl, I think her name is Anne Prejean, or Ashley Terrell, my dad was telling me, was the name of the person who soul swapped me. I was told that she, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, that's another thing. She killed my fucking parents off. I've been trying to take her parents out. I remember when I was staying at the American Motel, seeing where her people were at or something, or a couple of, I think, some weeks ago, seeing, I think, roach attachment versions of them. It was like some months ago and trying to kill their asses off. They're supposed to be in Destrehan, Louisiana, Chafalaya Bay. And I remember seeing some people on the boat coming, heading down here, but I thought I lived on the PCH to help me out. This is just, it's fucked up that you got evil, sinister motherfuckers that want to kill you. Got all the road spirits urging me to do a video. I herself, which is I got taken on that Atlas, so hopefully nothing happens. I was told by one of my little road spirits, a higher selves, you can use 1.7 million hertz to pull people back if they get abducted onto spaceships. You know, if their full consciousness just gets caught up, you're fucked. 2.2 million is another one I heard, and you can just go online, download as many, download 2 hertz, then decimal point, then 0 2, then go to ones that have zeros and just all that shit. As many zeros around as possible. And I saw I ain't fully in my body. If I'm even in the physical, I'm not. I've been trying to fight that all day and, trying to get back. And it shouldn't be that hard. With that being said, I learned, and this is when Euphoria took off. I learned in the spirit plane that Zendaya Coleman made a deal with the Illuminati to offer me up as he Kate, and she stole it from an entity attachment that's connected to my mother who really needs it, of ISIS that's connected to my family. Use 295 hertz to get shit back, 3002 hertz. There's another one, I want to say 446 hertz power retrieval number, that is. It's cold. But anyway, she signed on the dotted lines because her mama heard about me, and I heard she made a deal with some people back in my old neighborhood in Miracle Mile, to try to get me as a sacrifice, Rose rounds. Anyways, I heard she was in Tranquil, and her mama didn't love her or something. She was a former prostitute or some shit. But anyways, and she would push her daughter to be famous because she didn't have no use for niggas outside of that. Anyways, after 2019, and I'm just gonna say I should be in a much better fucking position. I actually got an interesting personality. I'm funny. I'm a natural for that. I was born for that. And to be fed off on by like mediocre fucking people like these motherfuckers here, and it's not right. It ain't motherfucking right. With that being said, in 2019, from what I understand, she made a deal. She heard about the nut on the PC while around breast out, ooh, and decided to sign on the dotted line. My life, and all the Sam Neill did. I heard he on that motherfucking shit. Put us through none of this shit. Something out there. I gave consent to. I like it's just evil, wicked motherfuckers imposing shit on you, and you just caught up in the witchmacalling of it. You didn't ask for it. You pray for my road spirits. By the way, try to get back 3,002,295 hertz and all that. But anyways, you didn't see it coming. You weren't trying to fucking materialize it. You weren't trying to make it happen. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him. I felt like a shift already. One of them little motherfuckers was showing me, you ought to get an EMF, whatchamacallit, but I want to see what the fuck they had so I can fuck them up. And they got ways to fuck them up. I've been using 735 hertz. That's been working on them. 735, 2 hertz, get your shit back. I'm a little scared to use this frequency. You could take them and just combine the numbers, like I talked about. The 114 hertz and 700 hertz and all that, it was taken combined. Anyways, with that being said, from what I heard, she sold me to the Illuminati, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had a hard time fucking swallowing that, because one of the things I liked about her is she seemed very, I'm not gonna say down to earth. There was some screaming out there just now. I know it's coming from that 3-1 Atlas bullshit. It's enough having to deal with that Santa birthday bullshit. Real one from what they wants me as a sacrifice and Illuminati. It's a lot. It's a lot that I'm gonna break down to you, and it's depressing to be targeted so harshly, and you're not a bad fucking person. But I got to start defending myself, man. I'm not doing that good of a job, I feel. Ah. They pulled out some bunk ass heat K or something, not the real one. Tried to make a deal to steal that heat K from me for Zendaya Coleman. From what I understand, in that 2022 timeline, it's supposed to be 2028. Time is supposed to work very differently because of where I'm at. Back in 2019, she made a deal. And from what I understand, Euphoria started taking off and all of that. And she's become very, very big. And my higher self, without going into details, was showing, I don't want to say a soul tie, but major decision that I made that I just didn't see coming, that if I just common sense, and I wish I would have went in that direction at the time, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and I would have been able to covet my shit from her. And I don't want them people acting as my highest selves, and keep them people the fuck out. And hopefully Lego ain't trying to do no stupid shit. Frequency. It's been hell, and it's depressing. I got slapped by a broad on the PCH, a white woman for being topless or something a long time ago. It was during this. Um, and I was told that, she just, that motherfucker's jealous anymore. She been living the life of a Riley at my expense, going out to expensive restaurants, and just living what is to her a happy life. And that's what I want, and I don't have that. And it ain't because I want what they stole from me, really. I don't want to say covet, but I just want to be able to be me, be in a safe place, and be in a safe place where I can be me. Not deal with all this wicked shit I'm seeing in the spirit plane, Illuminati. Got my brother, Kristen, the nicest of them all. I saw him trapped in the hell realm where it was ultra violence and shit. And I wish I didn't listen to them motherfuckers back then. I should have put him back in his body. I fucked up. My brother, Kristen, I've been trying to do work on all of them. and get them back. And I vow to do that every single day, but I feel like it's just too little too late. But anyways, you know, I heard in the spirit plane, they haven't thought about my ass ever since they took me out of my body. And that's a lot of weight in them fucking words. To be forgotten after people done stolen from you. And to have motherfuckers want to maliciously kill you off. And I was shown that a couple of weeks ago. Just to ultimately covet what you got. And you can never retrieve it. And I don't think a Cassandra Nunez is involved in this shit. Because of what I'm dealing with. And she was one of the ones trying to help me out. That's how bad that shit got. That's how real it is. Anyways, she took what could have been my blessings. And it was a very split-second decision. And I wish, going back then, I would have taken it. My situation was so bad, I even had fucking reptilians working with the Rothschilds try to warn me. It's creepy. I also want to mention as well that they made her, Zendaya Coleman, my highest self, or higher self. I know her higher self's original name was Jessica Ilhissa. And her dad, Kazembe Coleman, as my God at one point. He stole a lot from my God. It's some real fucked up shit that's going on. Real evil shit. I just heard her. Roaches, heard her. Those Lehike to something coming in fucking with my ass, man. This is just, you see that? And I'm going to mention too, just be careful because you're going to try to do something to get rid of my father. There's connection to God, and it's a fucked up situation.